And then the last of the theological virtues, 134, what is charity?
Charity is the virtue by which we love God above all things for his own sake. And we love our neighbor as ourselves for God's sake, because of the love of God. So charity it's a pity that the word love has been so devalued that people are not able to appreciate it now sufficiently. Not everybody, but some. Charity, therefore, we prefer, is the virtue by which we love God above all things. We choose him above all things.
I think it's the greatest of the three, isn't it? Because even Paul said, but in the end, the one that will last will be charity is really the one that's going to go with us to heaven.
That is true. Because in heaven, when we reach heaven, there will be no need for faith anymore.
Right.
Because we see God as he is. There will be no need to hope anymore because all our hopes are now realized. But love of God, that will continue.
Yes. And Mother Teresa seems in the last few years since we've been videotaping her, we've been videotaping her since 1980, but in the last few years she's sort of been summarizing her life, and she said it must all start with prayer, but she says the fruit of prayer then, if it's genuine, is faith. We want to know more about God. And the fruit of faith then is love, and the fruit of love is service, and the fruit of service is peace. And so she's really gone through and this is her cycle of life, and when you really meditate on it, it's really profound and beautiful.
There we are dealing with a person who is in the higher grades of union with God.
Right.
And we must listen to such people.
That's right.
She's not saying it because she read plenty of books.
That's right. she lived it.
I do not say she didn't read books, but she is giving us the fruit of her union with God for years, for decades.
Right. She starts back and she says, first prayer, must start with prayer. And then you have that yearning to know God more, your faith, to grow in your faith and believing in God and believing in the teachings of the church.
Yes.
And then you love God so much, and if it's genuine love, you want to serve him and your neighbor. And then the fruit of it is peace. All that comes after all the other steps have been.
We must all pray for these virtues.
Yes.
You can see immediately there are many people who they can write books and read books and so on, produce a book every Saturday, but these virtues don't shine out very much in some of them. Every one of us must pray that these virtues may be shining in us.
Yeah, I think when you think of the seeds of charity that you can plant in your daily life, and I know Karl Lubrick in Folklore really places such a tremendous emphasis on charity, living charity and unity. She combines these two virtues in such a beautiful way, and she's built her whole spirituality on that.
No doubt.
And then when you think of hope, another word I guess for hope would be confidence and trust in God.
Yes.
And the devotion of our Lord and Sister Faustina, Divine Mercy, Jesus, I trust in you, is underneath that picture of divine mercy. And it's such when you really think of the power of trust and how we don't trust in God, but we trust in the world today so easily.
Yes. So many works of divine providence throughout history. Many saints have given us examples of total trust in God. From the days of Abraham, who was promised that his children would be as many as the stars of heaven and as many as the sands on the seashore. And all of them would be proceeding from his son Isaac. And then God turned around and said, go and offer Isaac to me in a Holocaust.
Incredible. Yeah.
Abraham believed and trusted and loved.
That's right. All three were working in his life. That's right.
We want to be children of Abraham, our father in faith.
When you think of that part in Hebrews where he talks about Abraham and Noah and Moses and Gideon and all of the saints or the patriarchs of old that had that incredible faith, hope, and love, and all the good that God worked through them, even in the Old Testament times.
Much of questioning in religious matters today could be answered if the individual had more faith and
Yes.
trust
Right.
and love. Theological research must continue. But a certain type of hypocriticism and a refusal to believe
Yes.
isn't very comforting.
No, it isn't.
All of us must watch that.
You can see it in Mother Teresa, that simplicity, you know. I said to her, I asked her one question, I said, Mother, why do you like the miraculous medal and you give it out so much, and why do you have such a fervor for it? She says, because Mary likes it. It's as simple as that, because Mary likes it. You know, Our Lady works through that medal in a powerful way, and she didn't have to know anything more. She just knew the history of the miraculous medal, and now this is why Mother Teresa hands out the miraculous medal to everyone she meets. And,
When you think of these three virtues, which are so basic,
yes.
perhaps we can see why Christ said, unless you become as little children, you will not enter the kingdom of heaven.
Right.
The one who believes and trusts and loves is in a way like a little child.
Right.